So let's move on to the last question. So looking back, what do you consider the most important lesson for the internet's earlier development of for today's engineers, like policymakers and governance institution?
Well, I think it's the same thing. It was this spirit of cooperation where you really didn't question anybody's reasons. Everybody was trying to do the same thing, which was to improve connectivity. One example is that around 1990, as you may know, there was a big change, big political change in Eastern Europe with the failure of communism in those countries and the beginnings of a more modern capitalist society in those countries. And immediately the network expanded in the eastern direction from Western Europe, which was pretty well connected by then, to Eastern Europe. And that happened just in a year or two. And it happened, by the way, because a lot of academics in Eastern Europe had just been waiting for the opportunity. You know, they knew what we were doing in Western Europe with the network. They wanted to do the same thing. In some countries, one example, for example, is Estonia, for example, which became very, very advanced very, very quickly in the technical area because, their academics were of high quality and had just been waiting for the chance to do this. And they did it in the same spirit of cooperation that we had been doing in Europe and in North America for many years. And it worked very well. I think the lesson from all that is the spirit of cooperation with horizontal decision taking has always worked much better in the internet than vertical decision taking from above for political reasons or for legal reasons. Not to say there won't be some influence of the government and some influence of the law on the development of the network. That of course we live in the real world. That has to happen. But the best collaboration, the best policy making has always been the horizontal kind, where the people who really understand the technology will work together to extend the technology. So I think that's my answer to that question, that the world is complicated. So it's not necessarily the answer for every country at every time. That's the answer, I think, which is the best one.